works because I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. And I want to move it like that. Okay, I am so sorry. And it looks like I was like letting it record for 5 minutes. So I'm just like super dork here. Told you this is going to take me a bit to figure out. So what we're going to do today is the honeycomb hearts. So where is that little box I had here? Here's this, and let me move this one over. Okay, so this is what we're doing, and I had put it on this box, and I was really good this time because I actually cut everything out and did everything. So what you have is a heart template, and what I did is I cut out 21 from this paper, and as you can see, they're all cut. There's 10, there's 10, and there's one, and I'll save this for last. So all you do with these is score them down the center and fold them in half. And I just find that works the best. And I already scored them too. I'm going to fold a few up here real quick. And I probably don't even have to fold them all right now. But when I'm gluing them, it just makes it easier. Okay. And hopefully I'm really on. You fold these. I'm sure the one that ran for 5 minutes was on. So there's that one. And I'll leave the last one. So when you do these, it's really glue lines that make your honeycomb. And as you can see here, there's just different glue lines, and that makes that. So what I'm going to do first is I made a template here, and this is the template you'll get. And you have A lines and B lines. So I am just going to put this first 10 on here. And what I'm going to do is all the A lines on these 10. Make a line. And I'm going all the way to the center. And you don't want it too close to the edge or it'll kind of glob out. And then what'll happen is it'll stick other pages together also. So I'm just going to put these aside and just keep doing the A's on these. But at least you don't have to watch me cut and fold. Whoops, being messy. I think I just got too frustrated because I couldn't figure out what I was doing with the stupid computer and the camera and getting them hooked up together. So I'm just going to continue this, and if you guys you can just watch this later. It'll also be on YouTube. But I said I would do it today, so I needed to do it. And this is really pretty fast. Well, I say that about everything, don't I? Hey, Miss Kathy. Did you see my 5 minutes of videoing yelling at my phone and not figuring out what I'm doing? Yeah, I did that, and I can't believe I did that. Okay. So all I've done so far is cut 21 hearts out. And I just marked the top ones on a sheet of paper and cut them all out at once. And then this first set, they're cut and they're scored down the center. And we have A and B lines. And right now, these first 10, I am just doing the A lines. And if you've done honeycomb folding, you probably know. Hi, Jean. Sorry, was it Kathy? Was it like really horrible? I mean, I have to look at it. I tried to delete it out because I don't know if I was yelling or what I was doing, or it was like, grr. Hope I didn't say anything bad. I just didn't think I was on. How are you, Miss Jean from Arizona? I bet you're not as frigid cold as Kathy or I. I don't have as much snow as she has. So it's a little easier. And we're just going to do the A's real quick. This isn't going to be another 1 hour and 15 minutes. I'm hoping this is no more than 10 or 15 minutes. And when we get done with it, then hopefully it gives you, oh, good, thank you. I'm already worried. It's like, crud, I noticed stuff in the video yesterday. It's like, that was dumb. And it's like, you can see that my hair turned completely gray overnight almost. It's like I didn't even realize because I don't really look at myself in the mirror very often, which is quite obvious. Okay, one last one here with A's. So were you completely snowed in, Kathy? Or is it just a good excuse to stay inside? I'm going to take these other 10, work on this side, and do all the A's now. And you could probably do it either way. I just kind of like to keep myself in check. So I know what I'm doing. My husband actually watched this video yesterday. He goes, you know, you really need to have a cut before you start. Hi, Miss Billy. We need to visit sometime here. Yeah, we kept trying before and just things came up, and I'm just making the honeycomb heart, and you can look at the beginning. I just cut 21 of these little hearts. And I cut a bunch at a time, so it went really, really fast. And then all I did is score down the middle. And what I'm doing now is 10 on this side, 10 on this side, and just putting glue lines on the A's. It is cold with, let me see. It is cold with 6 to 9 more inches expected tonight. Didn't you say you just got 10 though? So you're getting a nice white January. I guess that's what I should say. And it's funny because our real snow was in October after you guys left. And then since then, it's just been little bits here and there and mostly just cold. So anyway, my husband goes, you really need to have those cut first. Yes, we do. It's been a hectic, I think it has been for everybody. I'm just one of those kooky people that this is all I do. I'm either working on cleaning the pantry, making pasta, or doing crafts, and I'm not really doing anything really, really important. I don't know. My husband says making pasta is important, so. And I hadn't done a whole lot of cooking, but I like making bread and pasta, and I just hadn't done it in so long. It's been a hectic season. Hope you guys can hear me because I turned it sounds like I'm getting an echo back on my phone, and I turned that sound off, and I left it on the computer. So can you tell on my green screen? I used a different picture today. I'll have to make it big again. Yum, pasta. Well, since my husband can't really eat a lot of white pasta, too much sugar, I'm using half of what is it called? Seminole, the other flour, and it's kind of a really good wheat, and you use like half of that and half of white, and then add whatever you want into your pasta and make it. And ooh, Tracy, oh, good, thank you. And I cheated because I have this what is that called? I always call it a mix master. And my daughter goes, Mom, no, that's when you were little. It's not a mix master. It's the big red thing. KitchenAid, that's what it is. And I thought, okay, I'm going to be good because I used to make it all by hand. Whoops, I'm not paying attention. I just did B. And then roll it out and make it and blah, 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 blah. Well, I found an inexpensive, and it wasn't the KitchenAid brand. It was a different brand, but it was like a fourth the price. So I got it, and it thins your pasta out like you see those pasta thinners, or I end up using them for my clay. And then it also has two sizes that it will strip it all for you. So I thought, okay, for $30, I'm going to try this. And it works great. And I didn't know if I could make the pasta work very well with the wheat because I know it's a little tricky, but it really is good. It really worked. And I just keep playing on recipes to trying to make them good pasta. So Tracy, do you do it all by hand or do you use a little machine too? See, I used to. So now my first pile of 10, you know what? I can't believe I'm doing this. I have the wrong one on. I should have told me. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. So hopefully you saw all that. So I had this on A and I did all the lines and folded it in. And I did it on these and on these. This one on this side, this one on this side. So these 10 now, I can't believe I had it on there. I'm going to do the B's. So here's B and B and B. Then I'm going to take one of these that I just did and make sure your fold lines are against your fold lines. It should be because you can see the straight edge there. And you're going to lay that on top. And let's keep doing B's and adding all 10 of these together. If it's a crank or it still goes your KitchenAid, just a knockoff brand, yeah, it wasn't even a crank. It's just you hook it onto the KitchenAid and you just turn your KitchenAid on and it works. And it's like, wow, this is so cool. It just does it for me. I have my KitchenAid to mix dough, and I have the dough hook too. And it's like, that is so nice. And that worked so, and you can see once again, I'm not paying attention. And it worked so well. Hi, Miss Callie. You know what? And you know what but it was really, if you have a KitchenAid, this one was, I got it on Amazon and it was really inexpensive. So now I'm doing the B's. So I need to remember B. And it was really cool because it just attaches to the front. So I just make up my dough real quick, kind of get it together, use the dough hook until it forms a nice ball. Let it just do its thing. And so I feel like I'm almost cheating. But then I add the other attachment on and I leave it by there now. And then put it through the presser and then put it through either the real skinny or more of the fettuccine. And there's so many different ones. I should look up and see. You know what? I'll in the comments later, I'll look up the one I got. It wasn't expensive. And it was like, you know, if I want the fancy ones that you can't find cheap, I'll probably buy an expensive KitchenAid one. But I can't tell you how many KitchenAid appliances or attachments I bought that I don't really use. And it's like, okay, I need to start using what I've got or get rid of it. That's just kind of the rule, you know? And you can see I'm not going overly straight, but it'll still work. You do. You know what? I will post that. I'll on our comments. So if anybody's watching this, they'll get it. But after I get off of here, I'll find the actual one I got. And I was kind of shocked. And then I got a silly little, really inexpensive, like $10 or $12 stand that you pop out that you can put your pasta on to dry. But I don't really let it dry that long. I just want to cook it. And it's nice because when it's just like maybe half hour dry or hour dry and maybe half hour, put it in the hot water. It's like done 4 to 6 minutes. It's like, oh, this is so good. And I'm shocked. So I've been trying different recipes with spices and Parmesan cheese and minced garlic or fresh garlic in the pasta. And I'm kind of shocked it really works. Oh, Miss Billy, you're just too sweet to me. Believe me, I kind of wondered what I was doing. And I thought, well, darn it, if I'm going to figure this out and figure out the green screen behind me, I said, I'm not in my shop, I'm in the house. So I'm just going to keep using all the different pictures that we took for the magazine article. And I'm going to keep putting different ones behind me so it almost looks like I'm in my shop. Okay, so I'm just going to let this set and dry a little bit while I do the 10 on the other side. And then we'll be almost done. So that's not bad. Oh, so I was telling you, my husband goes, come down. I watched this on the TV. So he has this massive, huge, big screen, high definition TV. And it almost scared me. It was like, oh my gosh, that is way too big. And he goes, it was pretty good when you're just showing, even though I don't care about paper stuff. But you really got to have it all cut. You're just too boring to watch cut stuff. He goes, and actually when you start answering people and it's on YouTube, no one's seeing what other people are saying. So it sounds like you're just talking out of thin air to nobody. And I just kind of laugh. Oh, you guys, you are so sweet. And you guys know each other. So that's so cool. So I still am debating on May. But even after this last one and we started going through some stuff and getting rid of stuff and cleaning stuff up, I thought, maybe I'm done. Maybe I'll just get rid of everything again. And I do that. I don't know why I always do that. It's just like, let's just get rid of it all. And then and then God just nudges me and just says, no, do another one. It's like, really? Am I going to be able to come up with an idea? And he's like, I'll give you an idea. And you'll have it and you can do it. And it's like, okay, I guess as long as we're all still here, I should. I just think it would be fun if somebody really wanted to come out and a few of you wanted to, you could just come out for a few days and we just play. I am going to go, this is my plan as long as we're all still around. In March, it's called Creativation. It used to be called CHI or HIA, and they had different names for it. And is pressing the herb leaves and edible flowers into the dough. Lens flavor. It's so pretty. Yeah, you know what, Miss Angela? I want you to come, but you can come any day you want. I cannot even tell you how sad it was. The whole thing. I just wish you would have been here. But I watch your posts and I see your things and I'm thinking, you are so strong and so brave. I don't believe that it's wonderful, but I just think that I'm just so proud of you. I'm just so proud of you. I almost can't stand it. Okay. And you can come anytime. You know what? I don't go anywhere except for maybe in March. I'm going to go to Creativation. So what that was is I used to, let me see what I didn't glue well. It's like this one little line. So when I used to write books from Design Originals and do other things, they would just let me go. And it's the huge hobby and craft industry trade show. That's where Michael's goes and Hobby Lobby goes and all the big shops go to. Let's see, you're having another workshop. I try to have one every year. The first year I did two. I did one in May and October. So I always thought, no matter what, it's going to be May and October or May or October. So, and I just try to set up the middle of May and the beginning of October because I'm always scared about a snowstorm. And like we had after everybody left. So I could do it as often as anybody really wanted to do it. But then that just means I have to make sure I have all my stuff together and my ducks in a row and blah, blah, blah. But to me, it's just always so fun. And I just got to try to come up with something new and fresh and not just the same old thing, you know? Oh. So the purge thing from time to time too, and sometimes regret it. You know what? I don't think I've ever regretted it. Because I always know it went to wherever it needed to go to, and something better will come along. But before I did this event and I was getting rid of everything, I had people that came and I said, hey, see all these Christmas trees? See all this Christmas stuff in here? Take it. Take whatever you want. You see these frames? Take whatever you want. So I just let people come and just whatever they wanted. And it's like, good. All this is gone. Let's get rid of something else. Let's get rid of something else. So it's kind of what I did. And then I just said, oh, okay, I guess I'm doing this again. And it was kind of fun because I felt like I got to redecorate, redo, have fun. So that's always the good part. And if I don't use something for a while, I usually do give it away or get rid of it. If I'm not using it, I don't need it. And I don't even worry about down the road. Okay, sorry. Now see, this is going to take more than 15 minutes because I'm rambling. So these were the hearts that I cut. I scored them all. Did the A's on this side, 10 of them. Then I did the B's when I had them all put together. Same with this other side. Now with this one, we're going to do it a little different. This very last one. And let me show you after I fold it correctly how we're going to do this. Because if you ever noticed with the heart, like I showed you guys this yesterday, it's like if you have all of it glued together, it looks just like a little teardrop. And I did that again. I don't know how I got moved. Let me see. So you couldn't see anything I was doing. So when you have this like this, it's just like a teardrop and you can't really tell it's a heart. So with this very last one, so I did A's and then the inside of this is a B. The inside of this was the B. So the next one would be A. So what I'm going to do is do A, and A. Then I'm going to do A on the other side. I think that's right. A. No, the inside was B, so this should be A. So I am just going to lay this on top of there. And then I'm going to have to like fold it up a bit to do it. Line it up well. And this on top of there. I'm going to fold it for a minute just to let it set. Okay. Let's see if I did that right. Okay, so then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do the B's. And I'm going to go a little further down though, because I want this to be open. So, you know what? Yeah, so I'm just going to go like across here. And then across here. So I have this one a little lower and then across here. And then I'm just going to do a dot at the bottom. And let's see. We'll let this set for a second. And when we open it up, I hope it looks like a heart. And sometimes let's see, Kelly, it was the saddest day saying goodbye. Oh, even though at the very, very end, I was kind of tired and grouchy, you know? You know, Miss Angela, I just can't wait to meet you in person. It does always go to a good place. Jenny, hey, Miss Jenny, switch the screen. Oh, wait, did you just say that just now? Okay, thank you, because okay, let's see if we've got, where is that big opening. I must have done it. Maybe I did one too many. I think this is it. You know what? I think I did one too many. So I think I'm going to try, might be a little rip there, but I'm going to do the A's. I think I would have remembered what I did, huh? It's just that you're going to do the last one and you want it to be part way, but you put together, but you want an opening there. So let it set for a sec. Okay, and you can see where I ripped that, but see that hand. I don't know if you can see that opening there. Like that. And I don't think I flipped my screen so you're looking at me the opposite way this time. I had such trouble with that. So it's like this. So what I'm going to do now is use some tape, because this is the glue just isn't going to hold it down very good because it's really going to stretch it. So I'm just going to put some heavy duty tape, and I don't know what happened to this tape. Looks like it's backwards. Okay, my tape got off its thing, so let me see if I can figure out. Yes, the tape's on the outside now, not on the inside. What they say, it's almost like Murphy's Law here. Thank goodness you guys can, you guys have a good sense of humor. If you didn't like watching this, you wouldn't. Maybe even if you didn't, you might still, because you're being nice, but. I can't wait to see what you guys do. If you guys do any of these projects, I want to see pictures so I can prove that to everybody. See, I'm good with concept, but everybody else makes it prettier. So now when I'm going to put this on here and hopefully not stick to my thing, what I want to do is I want to do one side at a time because it's going to want to bend this cardstock. And this is a cardstock heart. So I'm going to try to line this up on here. And if I have to trim it, I will. And then I'm going to bring this, hopefully it's glued tight enough, back. So the heart's actually going to be, well, if I would lay it down straight, will usually be a little smaller. I'll just trim the excess. But see how it almost looks like a heart? So you can lay it flat. I'd have to trim this excess off here. But when I did this one yesterday, see how I could just attach this flat piece of cardstock to this after I trim it. And then you get this cute little, where do I go? Cute little heart. And but you do have somewhat of a gap. And you could even go lower down for your gap. And then if you wanted to do this, you could do another set and put it behind them. And then make sure you have a gap here, if that makes sense. You love the honeycomb hearts. I'm going to give it a try. Oh, I was just talking about Claudia. So I want to go to CHAHIA, Creativation, whatever it is called now, in March, and it's in New Orleans. I'm going to see if I can get Claudia and Angela to come with me, because, you know, Angela's from out there. And it's, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but I said when I work for Design Originals, they just give me a badge. I do some teaching on a new book or so that I had done for them. But it's fun because that's where you find all your fun supplies, all your fun. I mean, I think Tim Holtz is, I mean, all the names of companies that design and do all of that are there. And then you always find your little containers. You find all your things right from the sources. Doris used to be there when they were around. So, and I haven't done that one in years. I went to California. It was the last one quite a while back. And I think I would like that. I even want to go back to Quilt Market. I used to have a booth at Quilt Market, and it was all wholesale. But it's like, I really love that. That's what I think I really want to do. So I am kind of excited, as long as so we're all still around. I do need a babysitter or my bodyguard. I just need to make sure I don't fall down, Let me move. Oh, you know what I did do today too? Let me grab it. It's right here. I was playing with, remember I told you the purses and I thought they were, old. So cute. These little purses. So I worked on making this template of a big one, and I just did it out of craft paper, but I think, wouldn't that, let me see if I can get in the camera shot. Wouldn't that be cute with real fabric? Just steam your fabric, make it really thick. I'm not sure how to, but it's pretty good size. I mean, it's like a real purse. And I thought, oh my gosh. Do you love the Japanese embroidery? Oh, the sashiko. I do too. But I love hand stitching. Okay, let me move back again. Let's see if I can do this. One day I'm actually going to get this down. And it's like, see, you get to see a new background today. Isn't that kind of fun? So, well, let's see. I keep using different backgrounds, and you can see, didn't it look like, since you guys saw me, I mean, all of it turned gray overnight. It's just like so gray. It's like, what happened? That would go with the paper hat. See? So you could have your own paper hat and your big purse, your big paper purse. But I think that would be really fun with fabric. So I was saying yesterday, Claudia, that I know, aren't they adorable? And there's no sew. You just flip them together. So I'm thinking still, maybe later today I'll do that. I'll take some real pretty heavy cotton fabric and steam seam 2 big pieces together, lay the pattern out, and I just had to enlarge, cut and piece, do it in half. So let's see if I can show you this. So this is in half, and then I just lay it on the fold of the fabric, and then I cut it out, and then just same thing, flop it together. Wouldn't that just be so cute as a real campus bag or as a bag? And it's so simple. And I thought, well, I'm going to try one out of fabric and see. And my cuteness. Oh, Miss Angela, you're so cute. You love the gray? No, I mean, it really, really turned gray. It's like, I just noticed the other day when I looked in the mirror, it was like, oh my gosh, the one side was always so gray. Now the other side's so gray. Now it's also gray. So it's like, my husband just laughs and goes, who cares? Who cares? So if you guys ever want to come out, I said, anytime you want. So just got to let me know. But I think I'm going to, I think I'm going to do another one. So if you guys have some suggestions, you could always give me some suggestions on what you would like to do, what you would like to, I don't know if I'm that great of a teacher, but I have fun and I'll give you all the stuff. And there's always someone there that's better at it than me. But it's just something maybe you hadn't thought of. Yes, that's it. Fusible web. I use steam seam, but 2 pieces of fabric. See, wouldn't that be great? So we could try that. So I just took the little pattern, and I think in the templates I did the half size. It was like 1 sheet on an 8.5 by 11. But then today I went in and used my 11 by 17 paper and enlarged it 200% and had to cut and piece and paste it together. So it's half of one. But I thought, you know what? That's how you do it. You just come up with what you like and just enlarge it. Sometimes you have to piece it, but it still works. Oh, if somebody else does it for me, I want to see. And getting some cute fabric. Hey, Miss Linda. Most crazy. Sundays I just feel like the most crazy. If you just saw all this stuff around. I posted the folded heart box, the link to the YouTube on my Facebook page this morning. And you know what? I have so many other, the heart and hand where it's woven, and you can just print it out and it's in color already. And it shows you how to make the cuts, and you put the heart in. So it's like a woven heart and hand. And you could even put a tall, skinny box, any box. Take one of these templates and make it into a tall, skinny box to set behind it. So hopefully you have a few fun ideas. Hi, Miss Royce, to do a few fun things. So I'm just going to keep plugging along. I think I might do one or two more things, but I'm ready to move on. I'm done. I'm done with Valentine's. Is it time for shamrocks, or is it time for Easter or spring, or how to make really good pasta? You know, we should just keep playing with that. I'm really excited. Oh, I also signed up for Royce's. She's having this thing. I think, isn't it twice a month? So I'm real excited about that. And I usually don't commit to doing, like after I stopped doing lives for IOD, not have a daily planner, not leather. So it's so plain. Would you paint it? You know what? If you could take the leather off, I'd emboss it. I mean, you could paint it, but you can emboss it. You can sand it. You know what? There's just so many fun things to do. You could even decoupage it. You could actually make all your holes in and then do like just a sewing stitches and make a design on there. I mean, you know, there's so many fun things you could do with that. I just switched over. I was watching this on YouTube. I switched to Facebook. Does one look better than the other since I'm learning? I actually learned this by myself. Okay, God help me. But I don't know how. I really love is the back wall. My husband even goes, you know, it really does look like you're in your shop. And it's like, isn't that so cool? It's so cool. It's just a big white wall, but I put the green screen up, and I could just have everything always set up and just walk over and go click. After I figure out how to combine the phone with the computer and turn it on and not like today. Okay, I rambled long enough. Any of you guys oh, it's snowing. It is snowing out here. So any of you guys with lots of snow, either build a snowman, stay in, be cozy, make lots of fun little things, or how about cookies? You know, that's always a good thing. Or cute little bread things in a mold, or, you know, it's such a good cozy day to do that. So, that's what I was saying, Royce. So she's doing this thing, and it is twice a month, I think. I couldn't see any other comments on YouTube. You know why? Because I don't know. See, I don't know how to do. When I watch YouTube, I watch it on a TV. I'm a TV, so you can't put comments in. And I think on YouTube, people are used to me having it scheduled. Absolutely. Thanks for watching. Cheesy vegetable soup on the, oh, you know what? That sounds wonderful too. My husband threw this big, huge roast. He fried it up first, and it's in the crock pot. So I'm excited for that. Maybe I have to make pasta tonight, but I've got it down. It's fast, like, 15 minutes. I mean, I can have that puppy done. So, and we don't even need the whole batch. So anyway, so she has this group, and twice a month you meet, and she's teaching us new things, and we get to share and work together and new concepts and ideas. So I'm excited about being committed to something, because I feel like I'm not really committed to anything these days. But if you guys are interested in May, I haven't figured out how to do it. I love everybody, but some people are don't get along with somebody else. And so I have to be careful on what I do and blah, 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 blah. So, but I would like to make it big enough anybody could come, but then I'd also like to make it small enough that we could just hang out and be real and play on anything and everything the whole time. So give me your suggestions. Have a good day. I will probably see Claudia before I see anybody else. And if we go to that, it is going to be, oh, you're making French dips. The beef is going into the Instapot just in a bit. Does anybody like French onion soup from scratch? That was like one of my favorites. I love French dips. I got my pork roast in the crock pot as well. See, everybody's got their thing in there because they know it's cold and it's nice and cozy inside, and I am inside in this little room with my sewing machines. Oh, you know what? I just got to visit and play with people today. So it was almost like I was around people. Okay, I really am going to go now, and I'm going to clean up this mess and work on more projects. I'll see you soon. Bye. See if I can figure out how to end.